Hello, Susie Dingle here at the local nursery checking out some of the plants for fall blooming. Let's take a look at them. I'm just going to cover the ones that I have grown or like a lot. Here's a good one for the butterflies, an Asclepias tuberosa. I think that the larvae feed on the leaves, but I have to double check that. I just know it's good to plant for the butterflies. What a pretty color, especially next to something like that. Ooh, that's nice. Throw in some yarrow and wow, there's a mix for you. I really do like this combination of the Asclepias, and this is an aster. This one right here looks like it's low growing, and then the yarrow. This could also be moonshine, maybe. I'm not sure. There's no tag on this, but it could be moonshine, which generally grows really tall. Looks like a dwarf. Another one of my late blooming favorites is this plumbago. It's a ground cover, really, and it loses its leaves here in the Northwest in the winter, but oh, is it pretty. And its foliage turns burgundy as the winter approaches. Here's a late flowering tick seed that I've grown a lot. It's coreopsis moonbeam. I love the little starry flowers. Instead of planting a mum, you could do this. And then the buds are delicate and it ages well. It has this seed center here and the petals just fall off. The only thing with it though is the leaves and such are very thin, and so you need to make sure that you weed it well before you plant it, or else it can get choked out. That's a good one. Glitters like gold, black-eyed Susan. I finally found a tag. I generally don't grow these newer cultivars only because I find most of the time they're not as vigorous. But if I find out differently about this one, I will let you know. It sure is a cutie. Little tiny flowers there. Rudbeckias, the black-eyed Susans, and also the echinaceas come in all different kinds of cultivars now. I can't keep track of them all. And I'm not really as fond of these as I am of the pure hybrids or the pure plants that they came from, the native plants. But I am liking this. Ever since I went to California and looked at all the beautiful agapanthus, I've been looking for one that's going to be hardy in my area, which means it might need to be a deciduous leaf type instead of the evergreen. This one is called Blue Bayou, and it's really nice. It says it's half hardy, which means that might be a good candidate. It's good in pots, it says. So I'm going to carry it around for a while. Make a decision. Not sure yet. It's $20 for that, so I'm sure it was worth the, they bred it. It took a lot of energy and money and stuff, but I don't know. I can't decide right now. Okay, that's getting more to the pure form of an echinacea. I really do love these seed heads, these cones, when they lose their petals. I think that's just stunning, and it looks so good in the fall landscape. Here is Joe Pye weed, and it's wonderful. It has its place. I don't generally grow it because it's awfully tall, and I just don't want something quite that statuesque. But I would grow it in the right setting. Looks like I'm not the only one that likes the hardy geranium. I have it. I love it. It's a wonderful ground cover, and it continues to bloom into the fall, even when you don't clip it back or take off, deadhead it. Procosmia of all kinds and colors. I love it. It's a thug. It moves in and never moves out. So plant it carefully where you really want it. But it's beautiful. Of course, sedums of all kind are a welcome sight in the autumn. This one is called Double Martini. You know, okay, I'm happy that the breeders are out there. I really love the old-fashioned ones like Autumn Joy and just the ones I know that are going to grow well. It's not to say that these won't. I guess I'm just stuck in the past on some things. And I don't really have the resources to try out all these new plants, especially at $15. Yeah, $15 to try something new, even though it is a double martini. Here's another example. It's a sedum with the purple leaves. This one's called Chocolate Drop. They get us with the names. That's what they do. I'm not saying they shouldn't. I just wish there was more of the stalwart, the reliable varieties so that people wouldn't have to spend so much. Yeah. Oh, I do see a beautiful maple right over here. In the Northwest, we're blessed with the ability to grow gorgeous maples. And all kinds of evergreens that look wonderful in the fall and in the winter. Oh yeah, and of course there's hydrangeas. Kind of goes without saying, right? But I love hydrangeas, especially in the fall. I don't know, I'm having second thoughts now. I don't think I'm going to get this blue bayou. I don't want to have buyer's remorse because there's a plant I can't take care of and it was $20, which I think is way too much. Probably worth it for someone who really wants it, but I just want to test it out and I'm not going to go there, not today. Another day perhaps. I'll just trust that it's going to come around again. Bye, Blue Bayou. I hope somebody buys you. Wherever you live and whatever the season, keep dreaming in the garden.